it's Phil. Let's see if this sound works. So we might get echo in a second when this goes live. Sound works. And it does work. Cool. So Phil from Zabe Comics here, live, coming at you, doing a little letter review. Just for a little bit, I wanted to hop on. I've never used StreamYard before, see how it goes. I'm also going to be eating and reviewing this Quest protein bar. These things are so good. And this one is the maple waffle Quest bar. So I know we have only me watching right now, so no one's in yet. And you could actually hear, it's as if I'm live in your living room. That's so good. Those protein bars you can use them like meal replacement. God, so good. All right. We're going to set this up here. X out of some things. Put this over here. Put this over here. Don't need that open. All right. So I need to share my screen. The best thing is my Google Chrome was not responding. So, sharing this screen. This program is Clip Studio Pro, Mega Studio Pro, whichever one you guys are working off of. But this is where I letter. Open up my script here. Magic Cop, drop dead legs. And this is page 10. And it's been so long since I've actually done a page of lettering because we've been hustling on the campaign. I've been setting up. I set up the whole page by myself. And yeah, let's see who's in chat. No one's in chat yet. But this is the program I love to use to letter. And I really like lettering. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Actually, I want to get another another page in here so I can remember. Whoops. It's hard to remember the settings I use because I was just last night lettering a different page for another IP for my next project. The story might go into CG Jumpstart, that magazine that the War Campaign guys are doing. I'm really excited about that. But what I'm going to do now is open up another Magic Cop letter page. So let's go to page 9 and see the settings I used for that. So this is the last page. And what I do here is, just to remember the settings, I was size 130 and letting -77. So 130, -77, I don't, -77. So there we go. That's pretty good. So I hope everybody's having a great week. So this scene here, Magic Cop kind of getting his first impressions on this page, what he's willing to do to get ahead as a detective, to serve justice. He really, this move that he pulls right here really sets up his personality for the book, because the Grey Wolf, his partner, he doesn't get the respect that he used to, because he's worn out from the job. He's on the edge of retirement, and he tells Magic Cop, and he's pretty pissed off about it, that, hey, when you're about to retire, they don't give you the cases that they used to. And so Iggy, tells him, well, if they're not going to give us the cases, then we're going to have to take some cases. And so he reaches over to a different desk, which ends up being the homicide detective's desk. And we've seen the homicide detectives on the last page, previous page, I should say, and they're a bunch of D-bags. So he's kind of going through their case file, stealing their case, because Iggy and Grey Wolf don't have one. The first day on the job, it's pretty ballsy of Iggy here. This right here, and that kicks off, the first case that they're going to get. And like I said, sets the personality of the character. And that's what I want. We just introduced the character, and right now he's showing his hand, what he's willing to do to get ahead at his job. I'm taking a quick bite of maple syrup and waffle. That's kind of a no-no, because Grey Wolf and Iggy, they're not part of homicide. They're not homicide detectives. So this is all new to Grey Wolf here, breaking the rules. And we'll see what happens later in the story of, these actions have consequences. But I really wanted to set these two characters apart that way, where, Grey Wolf has the more of the experience, but, Iggy's that young gun, and he's, like I said, willing to do anything to get the job done. So you have the two characters that are opposite, but they have to work together. They have to play off of each other. You get that good dynamic in, in most buddy cop stories. So looking like here, we're going to have two bubbles in here, which is cool. There's a lot of spread, gave me a lot of good room here to play with for these two bubbles. Of course, this is my first book. This is going to be my first full story that I'm lettering. And, we did talk about getting a letterer, and everybody says, always get a letterer if you're a writer. But it's like, how are you going to, I would love to learn to be a letterer, and that's why I'm lettering this, because I want my lettering skills to improve, so I could be more than just the writer on my stories. In this way, when I improve, get better, then maybe I'll letter for some other people's books, and I'm a much bigger asset to the community. Plus, who wouldn't love looking at beautiful artwork for hours while they're, filling in letters? It's so cool. And especially as a writer, I get to edit myself while I letter. You spend more time with the work at one of its most completed stages, and then you could see how everything flows. You could change the flow of it, the pacing, and I could write on the fly if I don't like how something sounds. even though probably streaming this doesn't help with that because I got to talk to you guys while I letter. Let's see if anyone's in here. Still no one watching? Is that true? I'm gonna drop this link to my boy Adam Post if he wants to jump in within the hour. And just in case he does jump in, I'm gonna turn my headphones on so we don't get that echo. Am I on the Wanger stream tonight? I'm not. All right. Oh wait, isn't StreamYard supposed to show you your chat? Look at that. It's pretty good. That's true. Yeah, like I said, I'm really new to this StreamYard thing, but it looks pretty simple. It's in browser, which is awesome, unlike Skype. So I guess that's why everyone's very comfortable with it, because it is so similar to Hangouts, Google Hangouts. Man, look at this fucking bubble. Probably drop this down. But lettering is all about, fitting everything together. Like, if I didn't want this, like if I didn't care if this was too tall, pop this up here. This eye is, of course, supposed to be a cross TI. Let's see how this looks. That looks too... That looks better, I think. Oh, you know what I have to do also? See if this is the correct brush size. So we'll go here, click on this guy. Brush size 15, and that's correct. So yeah, actually I should just draw, I think it's faster if I draw right in the, what's it called? The letters, and then, letter the whole page and then balloon the page afterwards. So we'll go to the next panel. Now this is kind of, a gruesome page. Brandon definitely, this is where the more PG-13 aspects come into play. Because, we are dealing with homicide. We're still dealing with the themes of like mature themes, like drug dealing, murder, criminal stuff, like you would see in an 80s TV show like Miami Vice. And that's kind of the cool spin on this, where they're not supposed to be investigating this murder because they aren't homicide. They're part of this team called the Knights. And Knights is an acronym. It's kind of like Vice. So they deal with trafficking. They deal with drugs, so magical drugs, which we call chem. They deal with any illegal invocations of magic and spells. They deal with necromancy. I think that's all of the letters for the acronym. And yeah, so they're on the Knights team, but to try to, like you do at some jobs, maybe you try to go above and beyond to get noticed. That's what Iggy is doing here. So he's going to see, this is kind of like a stagnant case that these homicide guys have been working on, and he's going to use, his fresh detective skills, take on it to see if he could one-up these homicide guys. And it's a very kind of frat college mentality. He is very competitive, and he has just been slighted by these two homicide detectives. So yeah, this is kind of the perfect way to get back at him if it works out. So I'm just going to letter this page today and then head out. Sometimes I was supposed to be on another stream with my brother this evening at this time, but they wanted to know if we can move the stream up because I guess something happened with StarCast. But hey, new subscriber. Yo, what's up, Arch City Comics? Thanks for coming in, bro. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I was supposed to be on that stream, but something came up, so we moved it to Sunday, I believe. I'll be on StarCast stream Sunday. And yeah, so I had a little bit of time after work. I couldn't do it early because I was working. So I got off at 6. And figured I'd do a short stream, hopefully letter this page within the hour. It's hard because, I have to talk at the same time. So yeah, what's up? Hail, bro. Hail, brother. Thanks for that sub, that sweet sub. It's kind of funny. We just spiked in subs this week, which is great because we had some good content to post up this week. Let me check the next line of dialogue. Now let's pull out here and see where these are going to go. Could probably go here. This one's going to be hard because let's see, there's 2 more panels. This one's going to be hard because Magic Cop has to talk. All right, I know what I can do. I could put. All right, I got you. So the issue here was Magic Cop has to talk, right? First, he says something first in this next panel, which is kind of like the backdrop. But then Grey Wolf has to talk also. But Grey Wolf is on this side, the top of the page, and then Magic Hop is down here on the bottom side. So to have Magic Hop talk first and get the reader to read that first would be difficult because his bubble would be higher. What I could do if I wanted to use this panel for both bubbles is I could have I don't know. But I already have it fixed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put both, Magic Hop Dialogue in this panel, then have Grey Wolf, and then the next panel will go down here. So let's, what is this? It says she's mutilated. Hit up my chat again, see what's going on here. Yo, Adam Post, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? I'm just getting used to StreamYards. I've streamed a lot in my day on Twitch using, XSplit or OBS. I've never used StreamYards before. And this is kind of cool, in-browser streaming. I dig it. We don't have to keep switching back and forth to YouTube because the chat's in there already. I really like it. All right. How are you? Are you going on the Wenger stream tonight? What's up, man? What is the idea, Adam? Plan a show for next Sunday. Next Sunday or this Sunday? We should do a birthday show because my birthday is like Tuesday. Brother takes his shirt off after goal is met on war campaign. That'd be crazy. I mean, if we get funded, I was saying if we make it to 20,000. I was actually thinking about this today. I think it would be very funny. I go on war campaign and I take my shirt off, but I'm wearing like 7 shirts. So throughout the show, I could be like Cecil, where he takes off multiple masks. I'll take off one shirt, and and then probably like 15 minutes later, I'll take off another shirt. Maybe for every donation, oh, that's a good idea. For every backer I get on that show, I'll take off another shirt. So it'll be like strip poker. Well, they'll have to see how many backers it takes to get my shirts off, and you won't know how many I'm wearing. How awesome would that be? That would be great. All right. So this one is going to be here. Yeah, we'll do this. And we'll do this. It'll lead the eye. And then Grey Wolf has got to say, probably like this. This one will probably be here. Except I wish I could see it. I feel like these letters could be bigger. That's the thing, like, lettering sometimes is so tricky. It's like, oh, it could be bigger when it's in a more of an open panel. How do you see on StreamYards how many people are watching? Oh, I see. 3 people. All right. I see where it is. Yeah, Adam, you missed me talking about, if you're still here, I don't know if you're still here, but you missed me talking about how these characters play off of each other. Oh, God damn. Because one is, one's the old timer and one's a new guy. So we'll do this. And I really like that aspect. You take it, of course, from more of the buddy cop movies, right? I love this panel. Of course, Brannon drew them naked with the topless, uncensored. And I told my colorist Eugene, I'm like, hey, could you censor this somehow? I mean, obviously it's brutal. Look at this. That is brutal. But censor the breast somehow with like a glare from the photo. And I mean, he made them look like Polaroids. That was awesome. Great, great color job. Man of Sex. Does that mermaid have a Charlie Brown? I don't know what the Charlie Brown is, but I don't think so. I don't think. Could you explain that to me, Man of Sex? Is that another word for something? Thanks for joining, Man of Sex. Big fan of the memes. Yeah, can you be more specific? I'm a big fan of the memes. What's this guy saying now? This one's kind of a big one. This is good. I could actually use this. Put that up here to lead into this panel here, which I'm going to. What are you guys talking about? Hey, Coffee Fox. Shout out to Coffee Fox. Check out this brutal page, Coffee Fox. 1 second, let me. How's the stream look, everybody? Check out this Polaroid picture. Pretty cool. That's her like fin bone. So in the story, if you guys get it and you read it, you'll figure out that these mermaids are being put to work. They're getting surgery done to get their fins turned into legs, so they could work for the man. Thanks, man. I'm glad you're digging it, Man of Sex. Looks like the mermaid has a fish bone. Whoa, guys. Now you could bring the degeneracy in here. It's okay. I don't mind. As long as I got the company. Yeah, I know. I know I got a letter. See you, Adam. Thanks for stopping in. Everybody's distracting me. Yeah, so it's been clipped off. So this is kind of a failed surgery. and they kind of like hide it as a murder, right? Because what they're doing and how they're getting these mermaids into the city, because the mermaids aren't native to the city, and recently the population has gone up, and a lot of them are becoming prostitutes. So they're trying to hide that fact. Could probably make this 2 bubbles. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's week? How's everyone's week going? Someone mentioned me in a Twitter something. Someone mentioned me in a Twitter something. I had macaroni for lunch, and I just ate. I just ate a protein bar. Oof. Did this. This is longer. Yeah, I hear you, Coffee Fox. Same here. Same here. But if you guys haven't, oh man, I should put the link in the description, shouldn't I? For Magic Cup, which I don't even know how to do that in StreamYards. Settings. Private chat, banners. Banners? No. Comments? See, if Adam was here, he'd be able to tell me how to change this. I mean, I guess I could do it on the, I could do it on the fly, I guess. Let's see. Go into YouTube. Go into my videos. Stick with me, people. Live. There we go. Back Magic Cup now. Back Magic Cup now. All right. That should have updated. All right. Cool. Now this bubble is bothering me. Now, I haven't been around a lot. Haven't been around a lot of mermaids, but I still don't like that. That might have to suffice. So what I could do here is I could put this bubble here, put the next one over here, and then have it come around this side. Because the next one, oops, that's the Indiegogo link. Let's go back to my script. Don't they need to swim? And like mermaids in this world are like a hot commodity, right? Since the population is really low in the city, I'm talking about like for prostitution, they would be a hot commodity. So they're going to get the prime prices, and that's why, these people, these scumbags, want them in the city. They live off the shore on an island, their native island. So that's kind of cool. You want to lead, right? You want to lead your readers. You want to lead your readers around with the, hey Phil, how do you keep your motivation up? Mine has suffered a bit, but I have a lot I want to do. How do I keep my motivation up? Well, I think, sometimes I do this sometimes. Excuse me, when I'm feeling down about myself. God, water. I have a Google Drive that has all my creative stuff on it. It has all of my writing, artwork that I've gotten artists to do for me. Just all the writing I've ever done. So if I'm down, I'm really passionate about my work. I love writing. I love reading my writing also. So I'll read my stuff. I'll go through it and it'll get me excited about it. That's one way to keep yourself motivated because, like, for me, I have stories that are basically already done, but they're not out there, right? I have artists that are working on them right now. So it's always that goal for me, and especially, for me and my brother when we're working on Zade comic stuff, everything is very goal oriented, and we always want to keep going towards that goal, and that's just the people we are. I think a lot of people, creative people, are like that. They want to get their stuff out there, and it's that journey of getting there. So that always helps me, looking at my own stuff that's coming up, stuff that I could be excited about. Um, Other than that, you gotta surround yourself with motivated people. Like if you're hanging out with people that are just content with just living, there's a lot of people out there. I don't understand that mentality where you don't want to grow, you don't want to create, and you're fine with just working for someone that that doesn't have a goal in mind. You got to further yourself, and being an artist, comic artist, writer, it's all about progression. Even when you're creating something, you start at the beginning of the creation, you get to the end of the creation, and that's your goal. That's when you can celebrate. So you got to look at it that way. And things get you down, things suck, you have obstacles in the way, and if you focus on your goals, then you're going to get some stuff done, and it's going to be the payoff's going to be awesome. It's like, for you, you're an awesome artist, you're a kick-ass artist, and you have a lot of imagination from what I've seen, and that imagination is just going to fuel you, and you have to let that fuel you. There's going to be days where you're not going to want to let it fuel you, and you kind of succumb to that artist block. Well, and those days will happen, but you got to keep creating, keep moving forward. That's why it's good to think of new things. If you're stuck on one project, maybe it leads you into a different thing. It's always be ingesting, and that's where the entertainment comes in, and that's where the actual comics that we read come in, because those things allow us to escape from what's bumming us out, even as creators. And then it's a big circle again. So this one, Baltimore population has spiked in the last few months, coming to the city with a new set of few months. All right, so I'm going to stop that here. Because what I've learned from reading comics, especially recently, because I've been lettering now, you pay attention to the letters more, of course. So it seems that a lot of letterers, when a sentence ends naturally, they'll end the bubble, and then for the next sentence in the same panel, they'll connect the bubble or balloon. So I hope that helped, Coffee Fox. I don't know if you're watching still. And what we're going to do here is bold and bolden this has. Oops. Yeah, awesome. I'm glad. I'm glad. Let's see. I can rewrite this on the fly here. It says, coming to the city with a new set of legs and a lot. Mers pin. Few months. So this is good because I can rewrite this on the fly. So I want to convey that mermaids come into the city with a new set of legs and then turn into prostitution. Well, the mer population has spiked in the last few months. A lot. A bunch of them being picked up. All right, we'll just rewrite this. Gotta stay focused on the goals. Yeah, it's all about the goals. Because that's where you get the hard work and gratification. It's self-gratification where it's like, man, I created this thing and it's done and it's so cool. And that's when you can celebrate. Picked up new legs. Moves have been getting picked up with new legs. Our population has spiked in the last few months. This might work. A lot working street corners. Sorry, I'm not talking. It's very difficult to write and entertain. But I think that is pretty solid there. A lot working with oh man, then I add a bunch of words with a new set of legs sounds much cooler. With a new set of legs. And some stuff seems off here, so there's an extra space there. You gotta be mindful of your spaces here. Well, the more population has spiked in the last few months. A lot working the street corners with a new set of legs. All right, that's good. Gotta go, but Jetlier looks wonderful as always. Thanks, Coffee Fox. All right, now we gotta bubble these bad boys, which is good. We got some time left. I think I could complete this page here. Let's see. When you stream your phone, you're not able to check all the notifications. So, yikes. If you guys haven't seen, my brother and I did go to Wizard World Chicago this weekend. You know, Wizard World's the big, well, it used to be the big Chicago Comic Con. But I watched the video. It's kind of trash now. My brother didn't want me to put trash in the title because that's clickbaity. But, I mean, we did get free tickets in the parking garage, so that's always cool, right? That's always killer. Get free tickets in the parking garage. You don't have to pay for anything. Except I did have to pay for parking, $15, which was unfortunate. We could do another cool bubble here behind bubble. But let's bubble all these first. And we're doing, this one's going to be red first. Shout outs to everyone who's still watching. Who's still watching? If you guys are in the chat, give me a holler. Don't be lurking. Don't be lurking. Don't be lurking. So this one's going to be red first, and then this one. But yeah, the Wizard World was, man, I've been going since I was like 10, right? Maybe a little older. I've been going to Wizard World for a long time. And this one, and I've gone on Sundays before. You know, I went on Sunday. Sunday, of course, is the slower day. It's the cheaper day. Not that much cheaper. It's still like $50 for a ticket on Sunday. But it just seemed like they blew all their money on celebrities. Wizard World used to be like the hub for retired wrestlers, right? But now they got like John Travolta was there, Billy Zane was there. He's on our video. I mean, John Travolta. That's insane. And the Artist Alley seemed like it was only like 6 rows, when usually it's huge. And it just seemed empty. And I heard that Saturday seemed empty as well, comparatively. Because when we used to go to Wizard World, we had a table twice at Wizard World for Zade Comics. And it just stunk. We got a good video out of it, though. Definitely go check out the video. Just posted it this morning. It was fun to make. It's funny. It's a funny video. I like this bubble. And I'm getting, more proficient with making these balloons. Whoops. Get out of here. And it's just like anything. Practice, practice, practice. You're going to get better at it. It's going to happen. Coming up on the last 10 minutes of the stream. And then, of course, C2E2 came to Chicago, being the Chicago Entertainment, Comic Expo. Now, we were at the first C2E2, and we were cosplaying, and that was before we knew the word cosplay, before I think there was a word cosplay. We dressed up, just calling it dress up, right? Going in costume. So we dressed up for the Wizard Worlds when we would go. I think the first time we dressed up, I was the Shadow. The awesome pulp character from the radio show. My brother was Space Ghost. He had a really cool costume that he modified from, like a Halloween store. And then my best friend Tom was the Punisher, which was the Punisher costume consisted of a Punisher t-shirt from Walmart, probably. Actually, it might have been from Universal, from Marvel World, because I think we got it for him from there and brought it to him. It consisted of a gray trench coat that came with my twins costume from The Matrix. Man, mermaids is such a long word. And some faked airsoft guns, which they did not tag with anything because they didn't care. Oops. Because they didn't care back then what you had with you. And then for the first C2E2, I was Two-Face. My brother was Scarecrow. Arkham Scarecrow. It was so cool. Everyone was freaked out by his mask. It wasn't really, he had the glove, like Scarecrow from Arkham Asylum, the game. He made that himself. And Tom was the Joker. And the Joker is really cool because we did like liquid latex to make him look like Nicholson Joker with the cheeks. Yeah. Those were really fun. So yeah, we've been cosplaying before cosplay was cool, baby. I got to go back and read these because I don't know where I want to put stresses. Like here I read this last one and I put the stress on has, emboldened that. So in speech, right, he says, well, the mermaid population has spiked. So you put that stress there. But what I think I can do here is actually change this because population is a big word. What we could do is make it like this, and then this will make it skinnier. Spiked in. Oh wow, that's big. Oh, yeah. In the last few months. So yeah, just overall makes your balloon thinner for space wise, so it's not running into Grey Wolf's head. And now it's more clean looking like this. Because you want your speech bubbles, the text in them, to be like a diamond shape, right? So if your shortest word, then the line gets longer, then the line gets longer, and then it gets shorter and shorter and shortest again. Just like a diamond, like a diamante, those stupid diamond poems, right? That you do in class in 6th grade. Last bubble here. And of course, the good thing about this is that you save it as the Manga Studio files, and you can go in and edit it whenever you want. So like, I think this one's too top heavy, right? So I'll probably mess with this. See what time it is. We got 3 minutes. So like working is already bigger than a lot, so that could be its own line because it's a big word. Same thing how I did with population up there. So we could do this, and that's bigger, and then we'll add width down here, and that's bigger, and then it's already getting shorter and shorter. And we could leave it like this, or we could drop of down there so legs has a little friend to hang out with, and that's perfect because you have a lot, you have of legs. So it's all in this whole, all lettering is this editorial process of making things fit together like a puzzle piece. But it's a learning process, Because look at this, you want a little more space here. Oops. I like that you could spin this. I've been yelled at because I used to letter my old Silhouette comics. Hey! Am I watching? You'd hear that? Yeah, I'm watching IDTV, Lieutenant Joe Kenda. LGK, or LJK, sorry. Lieutenant Joe Kenda. He's a boss. The guy has solved more murders than anyone And he just in 10 years of working as a detective, a homicide detective in Colorado Springs, Colorado in the 1980s, those 10 years, he solved over 800 murders, apparently. Or he's murderers. It's a fascinating show. This is probably the most popular show on this network. Guy's raking in the dough over this show. But yeah, there was some woman being killed, and she was screaming. It's a good backdrop, you know, noises. I know that record is insane. All right, it's 7. Should I put these balloon tails in, or should I get off? Let's put the balloon tails in. Because the balloon tails are pretty easy. So this one, you know, this one could have its own balloon tail, right? Going here. But, oh, okay. No. Yeah, that's how it's going to be, because this is 2 different people talking. I thought it was, I thought Grey Wolf was talking in both of these. Damn. Tail it up. Adam Post is back. Magic. Did you mean plus cop equals magic cop? Yo, what's up, Tank Ferret? Oh, thanks, bro. That means a lot. I'm excited for Scalpel Zero. I don't know what it's about. I don't know if you put out synopsis, but even if you've put out descriptions for the book, the art in it looks so cool that I don't even know how to look at those descriptions. Yeah, it is looking killer, man. That chick with the bandage around her chest. I'm all about it. It is really, really good, man. Now let me do this. Here it is. All right, we got to mask this off here. Mask off that tail. Adam, we're putting in some tails now, brother. That's cool, man. Are you writing it also, or you just drawing it? That looks like it's going down. Maybe I should just have this coming off. Probably like that, huh? It's probably better. You are everything. Yo, Tank Ferret. I wish I was everything. But alas, I cannot draw. Alright, we're going to do that, and then we're going to mask it. By clicking on that. And we're going to do the same thing. Pretty easy to mask things off in here. I love it. Yeah, man, I wish I could draw. Even though I love writing so much.
When you get a call like that, you respond as quickly as possible. He's capable of getting ahead of you. So good telling us all that.
And what should happen here? We're going to go like this. Open that up. And then this, combine the layers. Why didn't it work? Combine selected layers, still didn't work. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to do it the cheating way. You don't know what what means. Why you gotta be mean to me on stream? He's got a gun. Why isn't this working? Maybe I should have done this. Should have did this first. I don't really know what that saying means. Oh, that's in his wheelhouse. I thought you were being mean. Okay. Seems like something you would do. Yeah, I thought that's what you meant, and you were making fun of my writing. All right, now we should be able to do this. We should be able to do this. Whoops. We should be able to combine these selected layers, and then that should be good. Okay. Now I can do this tail here. Lieutenant Joe Kenda. All right. Now we have to do this again. It's funny on this show, Lieutenant Joe Kenda. Now they're like 5 seasons in, and they're bringing his wife in for interviews. And this is a story where he's on the case and she calls him at work, and then dispatch patches her through to his radio while he's in a shootout. Don't you think this would have been one of the first stories they told on this show? Like, that's a season 1 story. And now they're talking about their marriage. These stories might be made up. I don't know if I'm buying it, Lieutenant Joe Kenda. God dang it. Look at that little... Look at that. It's not connected. Oh, smaller. All right, there we go. The detail. Okay, I'm almost done here. This one goes up here. Kind of want to make this bigger.
I don't care what it is, and I don't care where it is. But if you don't do anything within the next year, then I'm done.
Damn. You hearing this? Lieutenant Joe Kenda's wife needs him to get another job. Scalpel Zero is a prototype cyber droid who fears obscurity now that the production model is in beta. All right. Zero will do anything to stay technologically relevant, and there are those who would use that. So Zero's the chick? Thanks, man. Yeah, the halftones are sick. Our colorist is awesome. Great use of ellipses. Who would use that to further their own agendas? Yeah, it was a great use of ellipses. I was hanging on the edge of my seat. I hope Scalpel Zero's that babe. $7.12. $7.12. Boom, 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 boom. We're almost done, people. Boom, 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 boom. Whoops, damn it. I need to go. Like this. This shouldn't be here. All right. That's better. Much better. All right. So this is going to be weird because this tails got to go past here. And it still has to be thick. Right?
I was brand new. I still have training on this. And fabulous in all of the babies.
Are you Asimov fan? She's not just a babe. She's the apex predator. Sexbot updates. What is Asimov? Asimov. Explain this to me. Is it some sort of sex robot? Alright, now we have to mask this off. Sexy robot. Come on, go down. What I'm working with here, it goes so slow. All right.
Online shopping is not fair. Whatever you're buying, chances are you're overpaying. Lucky for you, there's Honey. With one click, Mike will find every winning promo code on the internet and apply the best one to your card, so everyone gets the lowest price. Honey has already found people over $1 billion in savings.
I'd say this calls for a cyberpunk genre, somewhere between sci-fi and science futurism, with just a dash of space opera. For whimsy. For whimsy. For whimsy. Yo, Tank Ferret, did you watch our video at Wizard World that we did this weekend? iRobot? Is iRobot a book? I thought iRobot was based off of the episode of Outer Limits called iRobot. It's true. It's true. Also, I read more than you. Now. 15 years ago doesn't count.
Try Suitcase for 100 days at arraytravel.com.
Not sure you have the right credit card? Know which one to get? Turn to the nerd. Hey there, aloha. Need a card with great travel rewards? Turn to the nerd. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not expensive. And for a credit card with lower interest rate? Turn to the nerd.
I'm almost done, Tank Ferret. I might not be here when you come back.
The expert at the Nerd Wallet make it easy to make smart money moves. Compare and find the best credit card for you.
Adam Post also came here for 2 seconds to say one thing that didn't make any sense, and he left. That's not even true. You're lying. You're just lying. You're not even telling the truth, is what you're doing. Trying to fool me? You are the fool. You fool. You are not the fooler. You are the foolish. Yeah, it's no one believes you. You're just making things up now.
And somebody called at the on the house phone. I'm going to kill your kids. But first, I'm going to kill you. Threatened her and the children, and she is terrified.
Next, you're going to tell me you're Jenny from the block, right? I can't see that emoji, just to let you know. 4 people watching. Yo, thanks for watching, 4 people. Let's see. I'm probably watching. Probably counting as one of the 4 people watching. Hit that like button if you have it anymore. Let's see if it updates to 3 people now. This Grey Wolf picture is so good. Bob's. I know, it's so gruesome. Look at that. All right. I mean, this one's pretty good. I'm going to do a little bit of file save as, and we're going to save it as a Manga Studio project. And it's going to be page 10, lettered. Disliked. Wow. I'm watching you now in your empty office. Do you still have the couch? Yeah, there's 2 couches in here. Well, it makes 1 couch. Yeah. It's still saving, believe it or not. I'm going to check my phone. So I got a bunch of tweets. How do you not? That's cool. It's still saving. What is with this? Oh man, I can't wait to see this. We're going to pull that up right now while this is saving. El Guapo, the awesomely talented El Guapo. Hopefully my computer doesn't crash when this happens. Should probably have closed After Effects. The awesome El Guapo did some fan art because I was on his stream Monday night, and he draws your character while he interviews you. Oh man, he just did a zoomed in picture. So I'm going to show you guys this awesome picture of Magic Cop that he drew. I'm going to pull over, see what you guys say. Just rent it as a studio at this point. No need to waste gas driving to and from work. That's true. What do you guys think of this? El Guapo's drawing of Magic Cop. And he says, what's he say? He says, "Why is Magic Cop smiling?" Now, let me tell you, this is a zoomed-in picture. There's more to this picture. And it's awesome. I can't wait till he finishes it. So good.
I worked at Memorial Hospital, which was the city-owned hospital. So I knew at some point I would probably...
So good. Now, this should be done saving now. It is done saving. Awesome. Now, let me show you what I was working on earlier. Or not earlier, but yesterday. Let's see. Put this back up here. I was working on this bad boy. Little sneak peek of the Lost Pages presents the Silhouette story. Look at this art. Check that out. And we're just wrapping up here quickly. Did this last night. Look at that. This might be in a magazine. It's 4 pages. Look at this little guy and his teddy bear. Oh no. No. The teddy bear. But this definitely will be in my Lost Pages ash can under my Lost Pages Presents ash can. It's going to have, each character is going to have 4 pages. Getting fans ready to know who they are, stuff like that. But thanks for watching, everybody. Finished lettering this on stream. You can see awesome Grey Wolf. I'm just going to go back and see. There's no mishaps with the eyes. Letter I. I. Awesome. Cool. So yeah. There we have it. Good lettering stream. Thanks for watching. If you guys aren't subscribed right now, hit that subscription button, the like button, and notification button so you know when we're going live, when we're putting up new videos. Check out our cool videos from this week and hit that link in the description. It'll take you to the Indiegogo page. Let's see where we're at with the Indiegogo. 37 backers. 37 backers. So we broke $1,800 today, as you can see here. So that's super exciting. 37 backers, 60% funded. Check out our comic Magic Cop. It was just what I was lettering. Look at this awesome cover, still available. Elliot Fernandez cover. And I will catch you later on this week. I'm going to be on more streams. Friday, I'm going to be on Matt Winger's stream. And Sunday, I have another stream. Whew. We're promoting this thing, so spread the word. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll catch you next time. See ya. Ending broadcast.